finger to a nation that is probably sliding to anarchy because, like you've mentioned, that our constitution envisioned political stability that is sustained by the, the independence and the stability of these three arms of government. And all of them have had their fair share of trouble, as you have indicated. One, we had been expecting, and I think the protest that we are still reeling from, June or mid last year, was outrage, frustration to a non-functional legislative arm of government, and that is the National Assembly, both National Assembly and the Senate. And I think Kenyans were, their behavior or their approach towards, going to the street was clear demand and clear show that there seems to be a problem of lack of confidence in terms of, the roles that are given to Parliament. And I think every time I mention this, I always say that looking at the protest, and you saw there was a breach in Parliament and then also another breach in the judiciary. I think most of us always focus only that there was a breach in the National Assembly. But if you walk through, by that time, you could see that there was clear a demand in a breach on the Supreme Court entrance. So it clearly shows that Kenyans probably were sending a message to these houses of Parliament or houses of the independent institution that indeed there is clear lack of trust, but also lack of confidence in terms of fair administration of justice. But again, I've heard you asking, Kevin, if indeed that could be political undertones towards what's going on. Of course, underneath, there is. We are struggling in terms of reconstituting elections body as well. But remember, even in the background of reconstitution of elections body, we are here looking at then in a crisis. Someone probably is creating a crisis in the electoral management in the future, because then you would understand that when anyone would petition IEBC in the delivery of election of 2027, then that could go definitely to the Supreme Court. And here we are looking also instability on the Supreme Court. So I think clearly Harvey and the rest could be working in proxy for a very strong hidden hand of, of political heavy-tones. Because looking at it, then it's not just a coincidence that then even as we were demanding for reconstitution, immediate reconstitution of IEBC, in the background of non-functional parliament, both Senate and the National Assembly, and of course, executive that is having its fair share of trouble, including, internal, dispute in terms of one of the cabinet secretaries still even asked, we didn't know even one is resigning or not because citing abduction of his son. And probably another one next week is going to come with another allegations on how they're dissatisfied in the sitting in the executive. Then again, the war is on the judiciary. So I think there is clear turbulence. Yes. And it's not an accident.
Across the entire government.
Someone is interested in benefiting from the instability for political gain. And I'm not afraid to say that probably this is looking towards 2027 election.
Okay.
Delivery as well.
Talking about 2027 and the